Hi, it's Dawn here at Stickle Tarn. Now, as you can see, we've got another blue sky sunny day. One of the jobs I want to get done this week is the fruit cage. Right, as you can see, that bit there has all been weeded, but this bit round here is still in dire need of weeding. What I'm doing is I'm stripping it back to the black membrane, and I'm not putting any wood chip down this year. Let me switch the camera around so I can show you. Right, this is the section that I've weeded, and where that pot is where the rhubarb came out, so I've got to put a new piece of membrane down there. So this has all been weeded and tidied. The gooseberry bushes, the tayberries here have all been trained up. Red currants are down there as well. So all of that end is more or less done. Like I said, I'm not putting wood chip down on the membrane this year. I'm just leaving it to try and get all these weeds back under control. Now these beds here, believe it or not, were supposed to be for raspberries. And that one was the strawberries, but strawberries have all been taken out of that. In fact, I think there's one strawberry plant left. What I plan to do is I'm going to take these beds out, and I'm going to put in a raspberry bed right along here, probably about the width of that bed, but quite a big one, and I'm going to get that done over the next week or so. Cherry trees, they're just they're breaking bud, but they're not in flower yet, but they're not far off it. I can see the flowers are not far off opening. I have ordered some more netting to recover the top of the fruit cage, because this has been the problem. When we first put this netting on, Martin thought he should tie it all down with cable ties, but of course when the wind blows it just pulls on it and it ends up tearing. So I've ordered a new bird netting, and so the whole thing is going to be covered, but the only place it will be fastened down this time is on the edges like it's supposed to be. So with all these holes, of course, it's meant we've just had a problem, birds getting in constantly and taking whatever fruit they want. Last year before, I wasn't really up to dealing with them. This year, back on track, so things are going. Did get the black currants pruned last autumn, so they're coming on really lovely. I'm quite pleased with how they're coming on. And of course the blueberry bushes, this autumn I am taking this out, this spare apple tree. I'm going to take it out and move it elsewhere. Now this again was supposed to have been a raspberry bed. I don't know why, but I've really struggled growing raspberries here. And that's why I'm thinking over that side they'll be in more sun. It might even be, actually looking at it, so I'll have more space, that I put a bed straight down the middle here. Until I get these beds out and get it cleared, I don't know. So that might be what I do, is put one big bed down the middle, and then recover all this over with membrane. So that is this week's task, is to get as much of this weeded as possible, and get it all ready for hopefully a good summer, or a good harvest of fruit this year. So right, I shall show you it when it's there's more to show. Oh, and I did notice where I've got that sitting. just there. There's a tear in the netting behind it. So, but I've got more of this netting, so I'm going to fasten up a piece just along here. But I shall check round and make sure I've got no other holes anywhere. Right, I'm just making up our little bottles of tonic, basically a wellness shot. And I'm just making these up for the week. It's something new we've started doing, and it's just another way of getting some fruit and vegetables into us after we've both been really ill with this flu, strep, whatever it was. It made us think that we need to take care of ourselves a bit better. So this is just a concentrated mix of fruit and vegetables. This one is strawberries, beetroot, oranges, lemons, and it's got some elderberry extract in it as well. It's a good way for Martin to get some goodness into him, because he's not a very good fruit eater. In fact, he's a terrible fruit eater. And this week's recipe, which is a beet berry one, he's actually requested this one this week. Last week we had pineapple, mint and ginger. So we just have these little bottles, and they sit there in the fridge. And each morning when we get up, waiting for the kettle to boil, we'll have our little fruit shot. So yeah, so he's been quite looking forward to the beet berry one. So I said I'd do it for this week. And the recipes I found, right, let me see if I can, where are they? There's 6 different DIY anti-inflammatory immune boosting wellness shots. No juicer required. You can actually do it in a blender. I do put it through the juicer. If you do it in the blender, you then have to squeeze the pulp to get the juice out. And there's no website on here. Can I see? No website on here, but they're by Kayla Chandler. And she has got a YouTube channel, and she does lots of good, healthy wellness things on there. And the little bottles, these are little 2-ounce bottles and little glass ones with their own little lids, and they come with a little set of funnels, and a little brush to clean them with. Not a very good camera angle that, because the sun is shining in through them little windows. But yeah, that's them there. This is the beet berry one. So like I said, these will just go in the fridge and then they're there for the morning. They'll last up to a week, she said on her instructions. And of course any surplus you can freeze, although she doesn't recommend freezing the glass shot bottles because it's not freezer proof. I'm going to try and get these all even. Yeah, so it let me tilt the camera up a bit here so I can talk to you. There we go, it's a bit better. Yeah, so it was a bit of a, it took me quite a while to recover from the bug that we'd picked up, or virus or whatever it was, and I did end up going to the doctor and getting antibiotics because I just didn't seem to be getting any better. So I am a lot better now. Still a little croaky. My throat is still a little, how would you describe it? It feels a little sandpapery, I suppose. But otherwise, I'm fighting fit. We've had a lovely week weather-wise. That can go in to be washed. Yeah, we've had a lovely week weather-wise. Got lots done outside. I've been working away in the fruit cage. I'll show you the update on that next week. Yeah, there we go. Lots of little bottles of goodness. Like I said, this one's got an elderberry extract in it as well. Sambuco Nero. So yeah, so it has been a very, very busy week, getting lots done. And of course, we have had progress on the new kitchen. Right, that is a dishwasher sitting over there waiting to be plumbed in. Let me flick the camera around and I can show you. Right, this is the new cooker, range cooker. We won't be using it a lot. It'll only be used really when the ray burner's off, but it's got 7 burners on the top, which is absolutely fab, especially having this one, the wok burner, because sometimes it can be quite difficult to get the ray burn up to temperature. So yeah, burners are all gas and we're converting it to LPG. Grill and top oven, and that's another oven, and that's another oven, and this is the proving drawer. So, and the ovens and the grill are all electric, so it's dual fuel. Yeah, so that's going to be plumbed in over here. We can't get the worktops on until we've got the cooker in, because we need to judge the height of the unit according to the cooker. Yeah, so once that's in, that's it. We can get the, well, then we can, it's got to knock through the wall for the gas pipes, because it's going to be bottled gas that's outside. We've got a cooker hood that's got to go up there. So he's got to fit the extraction system. The dishwasher is going in there, which we can't put in until the new sink arrives, which won't be here until Wednesday. Then all this old sink can get moved across. Dishwasher in, new sink in. The washing machine and tumble dryer that I wanted were out of stock, so I've got to wait for them to come back in. Got my fridge freezer, which I'm really pleased with. We've got two nice big drawers that I'm using for veg and fruit, and a fridge. There we go. So, which is really nice. And I can actually set the temperature different down the bottom there. Yeah. The main part of the floor is down with the underfloor heating, so we're almost there, almost, not quite. Once we've got the worktops in and the splashbacks, which is going to be the same as worktops, then the electrician can come back out, connect all these sockets up, and then that's it. I will have a fully functioning kitchen within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, so there's been lots going on with the kitchen part and with outside, and spring has sprung at last. And we've actually been out this morning. We went out to Cahill Gardens and Plant Fair. It's a gardens I'd always wanted to go and visit, and now I've seen it in the spring. I'd like to go back in the summer and see it again. Beautiful gardens. I'll do a separate little video showing some of the bits from the garden. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap everything up. Yeah, the separate video will be, I'll pop that up during the week. So I'm going to wrap up there. I've got things to crack on with. I got my bread done this morning, as you saw in one of the videos, or a little bit earlier on in this video. We've got campers here again this weekend, which is really good. So, right, I'm going to wrap up there. Wish you all well. I will put a link down below for the little shot bottles that I bought for the wellness drinks, and I will try and put a link to her website as well. Yeah, I'll see if I can look that out again, because I just printed off what I wanted. So I'll see if I can find it again. I'll put a link to her website. Oh, and before I go, the other thing, let me pop this down. Right. Last year, end of summer, beginning of autumn, I did a jar of, they're called tomatoes in snow. All them little bits there are basically garlic. And it was a different way of preserving. It's not done by water bathing, and it's not done by pressure canning. So I did these, and I only did a couple of these big jars, but Martin has been eating them recently, and it is just a mix of all the tomatoes that was left at the end of the season. And he said they were really good. He said they tasted just like fresh tomatoes, and they he says, and they had a bit of a Mediterranean taste to them. I will try and pop a little card up or a little link, one or the other, to the video I did when I did these tomatoes. But they've been a big hit. He's been eating them with everything. This is the last of them now. Got no more after this until our tomato harvest starts. Well, we've got a couple of bottles of canned tomatoes, which is not quite the same. So yeah, so I'll pop a link up, or I will try and put one of them little clicky card things that comes up at the end of the video to show these. But they've been a big hit, and so this year I'm going to be doing lots more of these, and I think I'm going to do them in slightly smaller jars as well. So anyway, let's wind up there. Take care everybody, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I've got a video coming up on my Wednesday waffle this week, which is all about fruit and vegetables and why we need to be growing more. Just my own personal point of view, well, but it's just something that is going on that more people need to be aware of. So that'll be on my Wednesday waffle. So yeah, hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch up again with you very, very soon.